Hey guys, and welcome back to Regrexit, Brexit Britain, a country who decided to go on a holiday round the British coast. Britain found a lovely seaside town where there was close rivers and the sea was very close. One day Britain decided they was going to go for a swim in the river. Beautiful river. Britain dived into the river only to find that the local water company had dumped a load of raw sewage in the very same river. Hey, I didn't think you could do that, right? Being a part of the EU. Oh. Also, welcome back to By Any Means Necessary. Thank you so much for all of your messages you sent me. A special thanks here to everyone who signed up to my channel. I feel so blessed with so much people that have signed up. I'll go through all the messages. I'll answer as many as I can, but I will like all your messages for definite. So today, Insulate Britain are back this morning, and they're somewhere on the M25 making a complete nuisance of themselves. I'm sure these people, yeah, have had court orders to say you're not allowed to be on there, right? But for some reason they're back. I don't know if you saw the other one the other day, yeah, where one of the guys from Insulate Britain, yeah, had stuck his face. That's what I said. He stuck his face, right, to the to right, to the right, to the ground, right. If you heard how this man was screaming, right, when the police went to, because obviously the police had to come along with a solvent, I don't suppose that could be really nice. Do you know what I mean? With, the solvent, and and then they have to basically rip your face off there. Yeah. So anyway, they're back this morning, and they seem to be making a complete nuisance of themselves. You know. So now we've got that now I see it on the front of some of the papers, right, the mortgage hikes, right, and increasing taxes, but the mortgage increase is obviously going to be the one that really hurts a lot of people, who have paid too much money for their house, because this is what's been going on in Britain for the last, what has it been now, the last, what, 30 years, right? Somehow, right, the house prices have increased so much, right, which is it's kind of ridiculous. But in some cases, some of these houses are like 200 grand overpriced. Right? You know, a lot of these houses that they're selling for like 375 and 425 grand in London, there's no way they're worth that money. They're not worth that money. They're worth 75, 80 grand. That's what they're worth. But for somehow, do you know what I mean? People have managed to be able to put massive amounts of money on the price of their houses. Do you know what I mean? Which is completely ridiculous. And now, right, if you get an interest rate rise, right, the amount of people who are going to lose their houses. I mean, just 0.5%. And that's it. You're going to have thousands of people, right, who are going to be in a situation where they're in negative equity. And I don't know if you know what that means, but it's not good, right, to be in negative equity in your house, because it means that you're going to be paying, your mortgage rate is just going to shoot up, right? So, I can see this affecting an awful amount of people. But I'm quite sure, right, that all of you Brexiters will be okay with this. Right? I'm quite sure. Considering that you just got especially like you benefit and you working class Tories, especially you who are on the UC, right? You just got your extra 59p, right? So I'm sure that will go some way to helping with the new mortgage rates. Probably won't. But if we say enough, right, I'm sure it will give you a warm feeling if we just say it, right? In the same way how Boris Johnson just says stuff, right, and you're always like, yeah, we like that. He's optimistic. He's very good at selling you optimism. All right. In that, in the same way you guys are, you're very good for arguing like sovereignty. You know, what does sovereignty taste like? I tell you what, yeah. Peter Olborn, right, Daily Mail columnist. You know what? Yeah, when I hear these people from the Daily Mail, right, talking about talking down Brexit, the Daily Mail, right? I think, yeah, in fact, I know that he knows that it was a major mistake, because you see, the first mistake was, yeah, was asking the people of this country, yeah, to vote on something that's so intricate, right, without them knowing what the hell what they're voting on. They had no clue. Listen, I had no clue what I was voting on, right? I've just educated myself on. I just, from when they first spoke about the vote, yeah, that's when I started to educate myself on the EU, and I saw, and I just saw how intricate the whole thing was, right? And I just knew that there was absolutely no way, right, that it could be done, right, without a lot of pain, right? Without, especially without a lot of pain, right? I think that's part of the reason, yeah, why Corbyn why he just sat back, and because, listen, everyone can see now, yeah, that it's a complete and utter mess, right? You see, Theresa May, yeah, she tried to give us the best possible Brexit that you could get, which would be, would be staying in the single market and the customs union. That would have been the best possible Brexit we could have got. Okay, that would be it, right? It would mean that we was like, the we still had, the majority of the benefits of the EU, right? But we wouldn't be in the room making the decisions alongside them, right? But now, right, we're like Oliver. We're looking in to the room, right, where they're all in there feeding on steaks and a big piece of chicken, right, and all sorts of different lovely foods, and Britain are outside looking in, right, ready to have a lovely bowl of gruel, because that's all we can get on our shelves at the moment, isn't it? Unless we want to eat cardboard, right? But I'll just say to you, Brexiters, you go first with the cardboard, and then I'll have a look and see how it goes for you. Then I might join in. But yeah, so he's talking about, Peter Olborn's talking about the wave of disinvestment, right? The fact that Honda have left, right? The Swindon, right? The disinvestment in the northeast, right? Every day, this is what he said. Every day there's another body blow, right? And this country can't take no more. And then he went on to say, yeah, that people lied, right? Back in 2016, the Brexiters was lying through their teeth. Well, is that not what we were saying all the time? Is this not what we were saying all the time? And now I'll tell you, right? I've seen videos of so many people absolutely regrets it, really, really regrets it. Do you know what I mean? There's so many people. We've still got, obviously we've still got the real hardcore racists, right? Who no matter what, doesn't matter how bad it gets, right? As far as they're concerned, it's worth it. Right? So we've still got that mob, right? But I'm telling you, right, if Britain had a vote now, right, to join the EU, right, the vote would probably be something like probably 80% in favour. Right? That is an absolute guarantee, because people have realised, and they've worked out, yeah, the catastrophe that they have brought upon this country. They've realised now. If people like Peter Olborn, right, in the Daily Mail, because he's a Daily Mail columnist, right, so if people like that, right, are basically calling Nigel Farage, yeah, a pound shop Enoch Powell, right, then I'm telling you, right now, right, Britain, I don't think it's going to take 10 years for us to go back in the EU because things are going to be twice as bad as the pandemic hit. Right? It's going to that is going to it's going to wake people up. They're going to need to wake up. All right. Now we've got like another perfect storm with the French. The French ambassador has been called in for a meeting with Liz Truss. Liz Truss, yeah, the woman who would sell her grandmother, right, to get where she needs to get to. Right, but what are they gonna, this is the thing, yeah. It's like, well, what the hell, right? You know, we started all this nonsense, right? And then now we want to start. I've heard all these guys. I've heard George. I just see George Eustace on the TV a little while ago, yeah. Or as I like to say, man who looks like Reg Varney. Right, I've just seen him on the TV a little while ago, right? Basically blaming the French for the whole situation, and said, "Well, you know what? Yeah, the French didn't Frexit, right? We're the one who Brexit, and then we expect, right, everybody in the EU to still do exactly the same as they was doing before." We said, "Well, it doesn't work like that for us now. We're now a third country, right? These people can't get that through their thick skulls, not yet." Right, so now we're picking a fight with our closest neighbours, right? With the French, right? And now I see a video with Nigel Farage talking about this very same thing, right? And Nigel Farage, what Nigel Farage's answer to this is, we need to get more nationalistic. I don't want to fight with the French. I like the French, right? They're our closest neighbours. Right? What the hell are we going to go and fight with the French for? This is completely ridiculous. Right? Is this what you Brexiters really signed up for? Is this racism really worth it? That we're picking fights with our closest friends, right? Our neighbours, right? Our colleagues. Right? I've met French girls in London, right, who have just come over for the evening, come over here and rave for the evening and then gone back to France the next morning. Okay, right? This is just ridiculous. You Brexiters, yeah, I'm telling you, you people make me sick, right? You are a bunch of idiots. Anyway, guys, this is By Any Means Necessary. I'm GMC John Ribs. It was really nice to speak to you guys. Comments below.